Saturday, October 17th, and we're up at the hangar, and it's fall is in the air. It's starting to get a little bit colder. I got the Carhartt on today, and we got our first snow. Woke up to a couple inches of snow on the ground, and yeah, so we're in the hangar, and yeah, got our jackets and got an extra layer on. It's, what's it say, 50? Oh,
Snow boots.
got your snow boots on. It's 51 degrees in the hangar. It's an insulated, heated hangar. But we rent the space in here, so we have an agreement with the owner that since we're going to be using extra electricity and extra heat while we're doing our build, outside of what normally happens when we come in and out of the hangar, we agreed to pay the difference in the heat and electricity bill while we're doing this. So we're not going to freeze to death, but we'll probably keep it a little cooler than normal. We'll see how it works. We might have to turn the heat up. But so today is the elevator. We're going to see how far we can get, hopefully. I guess the goal is to get it skinned, I should say it's already skinned, but get it riveted, do the riveting on that. And yeah, we'll talk about it as we get going here, but it's another kind of a repeat of the other items where we're truing it up, drilling some transfer holes, cleaning it up, deburring, cleaning the skins back on, truing it up, and then riveting it. So we'll see how it goes. I know I've shown this before, but I just wanted to hit it one more time to show you how the process we go through of making sure that there isn't any twist in this elevator. We've done this for the other surfaces too, the horizontal stabilizer, the vertical stabilizer. So I've got this digital protractor here, and it is you just put a couple clecos in this end rib here and a straight edge across it, and that gives us minus 0.3 degrees. But what we do first is we'll check our aluminum 2x4s, and 0.25 of a degree, and this other one was pretty close, but 0.2. So those 2x4s are within, oh, see there it goes to 0. So that just goes to show you how close this protractor measures very precisely. This one, 0.25. If I just put a little bit of weight on this, 0.2, there's 0.00. So it just goes to show you, that's not even hardly pressing down on it, how little bit of a change, or I should say how precise this thing is. So we were at 0.30 on this end, and we're at 0.30 on this end. So we're straight across there. Let's check just across these skins here. 12.1, 12.2, and this one out here, 11.9, 12. We're within 1/10 of a degree of twist on this, which I think is pretty dang good. We're going to call that level. But yeah, I just wanted to show that again. That's kind of how we go about that process. And what we have to do is, for instance, this aluminum 2x4, we shimmed that up with some aluminum scraps that we have. We've got some wood under there, under those ribs that shim up that side. We've got support in the middle at the center rib, and then we've got another Or we got another focus. There we go. We've got some more on this end underneath those spars that are holding that up. We've got a sandbag on top of here holding that down a little bit that gives us about 1/10 of a degree of twist. So there you go. That's kind of how we go through that whole process. Now we will transfer drill the holes, these holes in this skin, through this skin here, through this other skin into the spar. And then we take all that off, clean all that up inside, deburr everything, and we put this all back together, and we go through that whole process again of checking that twist, correcting everything back down. Maybe I'm being a little anal about it, but I figure if I can get as close to zero as I can, that's just going to give you a straighter flying airplane. So that's less work we'll have to do on the back end when we actually fly the airplane during phase 1 test flight, having to do any corrections to the airplane. But there you go.
Clico.
Oh, Clico, thank you. But you usually do that for me.
I know, but I'm videoing.
Yep. So we've got these rivets here that are really tight up against the elevator horn. You can't get a rivet gun all the way down in there. So what I decided to do is I took the 2 chunks of the leading edge spar that I cut out, and I just drilled a hole in there to fit the mandrel of the rivet. I know there's tools that you can buy for this, but this basically does the same thing. And just put that mandrel, well, if I can get them lined up here, and put that on there. It spaces it up so you can give you a little more room to get the nose of the rivet gun in there, and rivets it nice and clean in there. Well, we got done with this side of the elevator. Not too much trauma, other than we had only had one rivet that we had to drill out and replace. So when we flip this over to the other side, we'll get the little nub from that rivet out of there. But went pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. Anything you can think of? All right, going to turn it over, and I'll show a little bit more of the process when we get it flipped over and get to rivet it on the other side. But it's pretty much the same as the stuff you've seen before. I mean, it's Clico rivet, Clico rivet, Clico rivet. Oh yeah, we got to transfer drill this this piece here on the other side yet. So, but yep. Oh, something I forgot to tell you is we didn't do the end rivets, and these don't get done because there is an end. There's an end rib that goes on here, and then there's another, the end skin for this elevator goes here, and then it extends out this way, and we'll see that later, but it extends out this way, and then you do a lead counterweight up in there, and then there's another end rib and a cap that goes on there. So that's why we don't do these, because that has to slip underneath this skin here and has to get riveted on. Okay, got everything cleaned up. And you saw it in the time lapse just a second ago. Skins were off, clean, deburred. We've got the skins back on Cleat and we checked the level on it, and we are spot on. We are off by 0 degrees from end to end on this. So real happy how that's working out here. So now we're going to proceed to rivet this, and when we rivet, we start from the center, and we actually start here. Thank you. We'll do these end pieces, and those. You can speak up.
No.
You don't have to whisper.
You can't do the blue ones.
No, you can't do the blue ones. We'll do these and these, and then we start in the middle, and we just Cleat every other hole. So we'll rivet these open holes, and then we'll go up this way, work our way out. We'll go up this way, and we'll just work our way out from side to side to side, back and forth. And as we get to these ribs, we go up the ribs, and then we'll continue down, and then go up, down, and then up, and just on and on. And then we pull all the Cleats out and fill in the holes the same method. Start in the center, out, and up. So there you go. So sometimes when we get ready to rivet these holes, the underlying metal, the skin or the sheet metal that's under there, it's not perfectly lined up with the hole, and so you got to put a rivet in, and it won't. You can't get it to go in. So we use a tool. It's called a chucking reamer. And focus. Let's see if I can zoom in on it here. It's just a straight fluted. That's not gonna focus, is it? All right, be right back.
Put it on.
Be right back here. Okay, there we go. If you can see that, it's a straight fluted reamer, number 30 that we use to ream out the hole, and that hole's probably got, I mean, maybe it's like 100,000th of an inch of metal that needs to be taken off. I mean, it's barely anything that needs to be taken off, but hang on a sec, I'll show you how that works. Okay, so we've got our chucking reamer here. Like I said, that's a number 30. And you'll see when we run this through here, you really don't see any metal come out of it, so go ahead and run that through. And I mean, you can see there's just a few little flecks of metal that come out of that, but then once it lines everything up, if I could get it, if I could get it in there we go. It's hard to do two things at once. So that just makes those rivets go in nice and smooth. I need you to hold. I need you to hold on to this.
Okay.
Go ahead and put your
Right there?
Yeah, that's fine. Because I'm gonna push. I'm gonna push it like that.
Get my. All right.
You ready?
Yep.
Herp.
There's nothing to grab it.
It's too springy.
So we need to put.
Well, actually, you know what? I don't know if I can just do it like this.
Your fingers on it. There you go. You want the vacuum or the blower?
Neither right
Neither?
now. I got the riveter.
Okay.
Or a rivet.
There we go.
Much better. We're finished up for the day. We got the riveting done as much as we could on the elevator. What we've got left to do are the tips. And we've got 2 pieces of the tips that are primed and curing for the next, well, till tomorrow. There's a little piece that goes in right here. And then we've got the tip skins that we'll have to clean and trim and deburr. But we got much as we could done on the elevator. Everything went really well. We just had 2 rivets that that didn't quite work out, but got those drilled out. One is here, and you saw that just a little bit ago. You saw that a little bit ago where we drilled that out and got done with that. And then we had another one on, yeah, on the trailing edge that we had to redo. It didn't rivet down quite right. So, but that's done. The trim tab feels really good. We got that squared up. Was pretty happy when we trued up this elevator on these aluminum 2x4s that both ends came out exactly the same. They weren't even off by 0.05 of a degree, so that it came out really straight. Even eyeballing it, it's really straight. So happy with that. We'll be back up tomorrow to get started on those end tip, the elevator tips. We'll get as far as we can on those, and hopefully we might be able to get that wrapped up tomorrow. And then we move on to wing structures. We did the priming. You saw yesterday, did the priming on the spars and the doublers and those associated parts. Got that done, and we'll I guess we'll see how far we get. But if you're liking the videos, hit the like button and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And if you want to get an email when I put out a new video, hit that that little bell, the notification bell, and it'll just shoot you a quick email whenever I post a new video. And again, I try to do these the night that we get done working, and we got a lot of time. I'll be able to get this one cranked out tonight. So that's it for now.